Hi. Today English practice is about inspiration. I love very much. I love so much to go to the shop like three prices. It's in USA $1 store and something like that. We have two chains of market of supermarkets. They are not very large. They are little. They are small. It's three prices and fixed price. It's our Belarusian people. Our Belarusian people love these stores very much because there is a lot of things very cheap for a very low price, and they are not brand because as you know, as many people know, that all brands, it is marketing work. It's marketing psychology work with a lot of people, with all people. There are a lot of pigeons there. Oh, it's snowy there. Of course it's snowy, but I'm on the sneakers. I stand near this pigeon. I don't know what they're eating. What they're eating? Hello. Maybe some these neighbors from this building just throw away from the windows some food. Oh, beautiful phone. Beautiful. They look very beautiful. Of course, I have a pigeons there. They want to fly away from me. No matter. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about brands. All people know that the old brands, it is a very hard working of marketing people, advertising companies, which in these companies it is a lot of psychological, it's a lot of psychology of not of the crowd. I don't talk about that, but it's for example, brands. I don't want to tell about one brand. I want to tell about all of brands of success. Their advertising companies just have work to tell to the people their price and the, I don't remember English words. I know that, but they're in my head. Of course, I try to explain on English. They just work with people. They just work in their company and with the customers. They have a great customer service, because as you see that as much if the company is very large, if the company is multinational brand, it is a multinational brand, like I talking about clothes. Of course, I talking about more brands like that. I don't talk about cars, because cars it is the price which is inside this car, the calculation of the instruments and mechanics that works in this car is our safety. So if the car have a higher price, and if it is safety, give us safety, like Volvo, it's a lot of water, dirty water on this road. That's why our car driver drive near me. It is a lot of rivers there. So the car is have a fast speed. If the car have speed, high speed, there a lot of, as you see, there are a lot of drops, dirty drops there. So what I'm talking about? I'm talking about brands. I'm talking about clothes. To my mind, the clothes should be technological. Of course, it should be beautiful. If it is beautiful and have good technology of producing, of manufacture, like you see that it is DC. I like this brand because of the style, of course, because of the working of advertising companies, because they are working with different kinds of externals. They're working with Red Bull. They have a lot of externals, people, guys and girls who wear these clothes, of course, and who wins a lot of kinds of competition. Of course, it is an advertising company. They have a lot of money for it, but they deserve it. I forgot the word. Заслуживать. They deserve it, of course. The people who work with these brands, they deserve it. The brand have association. The customers associate these brands with themselves is, of course, for me. I know that the famous riders of snowboarding, I do snowboarding too. I do it well for the Belarus, of course, because we don't have a very we don't have a high investing for the snowboarding, for ski, not for ski. So ski it's about freestyle. I'm talking about freestyle. Of course, we have different kinds of area where the freestyle ski champions training. Of course, we have, but we don't have a lot of investing to the snowboard competitions and to I don't know the words. I don't remember the words. For jibbing competitions, of course, for riders, because we have a lot of, I'm talking about that. We have riders, but they don't have enough investing. They have investing from other countries if they are good from Russia, because there are why I talk that they have a lot of their snowboarding is includes in Olympian Games. It was not very long time ago, so of course it's very popular in USA, and I think that in the near future this snowboard jibbing should be very popular and they should have more investing. They will have a lot of investing, but not now, because for companies, if you invest in snowboarding, you have, if you invest in snowboarders, you have for your company, if you decided to open the line of snowboarding, if it is a good snowboarder, you have to your company perspectives to advertise your company in many different kinds of countries if he is good, because the snowboarders have Instagram, snowboarders have YouTube channels, snowboard people are very fuck my carpet. Snowboard and extreme people have a vibe inside this inside their hearts, have a hard vibe, and they are very informal, they are very hard, they are very loud, as you see, because I'm external too. So this person is good for companies to have a lot of advertising, to have a lot of money to their companies, because this person traveling of all the world, and if this person is more loud than anyone, then if he not afraid of course he not afraid of the different kinds of people, he don't think about the mind of anyone, and he travel around the world. What he doing? He just give a great advertising to your company, because for the external it is good, because he is who he is. He don't take himself or herself in the borders, because extremal it is not about the borders. Of course, some borders, some это вот это вот, нам это стало надо, we don't need it. So it's he's loud, he have a great personality, he have what I'm doing? I think, as always I do, I advertise myself. So he gave pure advertising company to your company, and people just looking at him. He has a great personality, and then people just interested in Google or Yandex searching system in the internet and social networks, the information about this person and who is he, why he or she is so loud, why is she so loud. This person have a very magnetic personality, and he or she gave to anyone the information that someone, some company of some businessman which have a holding, maybe which have a different kinds of company in their portfolio. I don't remember how it is in the back. Investing back. I can say it like that because I know the word инвестиционный портфель. So it is an investment. Of course, it is investment to the company or something like that, because now people and company should be more loud, and it will be the perfect income profit to company. There is no different way to not be like that. But company should be, don't be afraid. They don't need to be afraid, because it's hard for some companies. Of course, if they have borders, if I'm talking about maybe предприниматель, English employer, employer it is not that. Entrepreneur. So the companies just invest in the races on Formula F1. The races, they of course invest in the person who have who are drivers on karting. Maybe the karting drivers, of course, they start in karting. If you are good, if someone just look at you and sees that you are good, they decided to invest the money on this rider, and then he just became not every person, of course, not every person, but someone became a rider of Formula 1. It's about investment, only this. It's about investment, it's about the hard working of the person who are rider, it's about the personal vibe of this man or woman, and they in the fast future the company of the investor who decide, who not afraid, who just looking, have a vision to the future of his company or his company, and he will have the profit. Is the investment. I just it's very cold outside. It is the snow there. I just go away from home because I need the Indian something from India. It's like I like different kinds of smell. I like it, but these two these two fingers is very cold. I just have this carpet in 3 prices. Why I'm talking about 3 prices and brands? Brands is of course great for company, and if the company have a lot of money and they have a lot of kinds of store with a lot of place with which not have a lot of goods in shop. They have a lot of what I'm talking about. They have a lot of area of пустого места, боже мой. if they have a lot of area in the shop which in what is not standing different kinds of goods which you can buy, like I'm talking about supermarkets. You have goods everywhere. You don't have a place. You just need to go near these pallets, and you don't have a place because it is a lot of goods. You don't have a fresh air. You just have not. You can't breathe in this shop because it is a lot of goods, a lot of people. It is a lot of prices. It's a lot of goods here. So this company is have a line, and the strategy of working is have great stocks. They need to have a great stocks. They need to have low prices, and they're working with people, with everyone, because everyone, a lot of people don't have big financial possibilities. It's of course it's like yes, it's our reality, of course. But if the company have a lot of fresh air in their shop, they have a lot of I don't want to talk about brands. Свободное место. This seat is, I don't remember the word. This seat is empty. Empty places. The seat is empty. Пустой. Okay, a lot of empty in the shop. If the shop have a lot of empty, fresh place without goods, but they have 2 or 3 or maybe they have a little showroom which have some 5 or 10 or 30 clothes on it, but they have 60 square meters. It's a lot of, I'm talking about 100 meters, but they have only 3 or 10 types of clothes, only these, no other sizes. If you want to bought it, you just need to be some size which our company tell you to have. If you don't have this size, just pack it away from our market, for our market area. It's only about, we talk only about some person who have our size. We just produce and manufacture, and our manufacture, of course, it is a hand manufacture, because they talking about hand manufacture. They always talking about the quality, about some crowd to I don't want to tell. I know this brand. I know all these brands. Of course, I know. It's a company who just have a line to profit. It's good. It's good for their founders. It's good. It's great. I don't judge anyone, but I'm talking about the inspiration in the beginning of my video, I'm talking about inspiration, and I'm talking about the not low price stores, because they have no brands, but you can find there. Of course, you need time for it. Because to look in something quality, you just don't need to hear and to listen to somebody for company that tells us that our product is quality. They just work with you on the psychology. They work with you, but you just need to have your head on your shoulders, and you should проверить. На русском я только помню слово. I only remember the words in Russian. You should search the information, and you don't need to believe someone who tell етить. I don't know. You don't need to believe someone who tell, if it's only about the money, it's only about your money, who tells us it is quality, this is not quality. Why I should believe you? I'm so sorry. If you're an expert, of course, I believe you. But if I have something on my mind, and I don't want to believe you, because of course I have my own life, my own opit. I don't remember this word on English. So you should have your own idea of it. You should have your own head and your own brain in the head, and and you should search more information. Always searching for more information. And what can I say about this dollar store? It is a lot of inspiration there, because they try to sell something very cheap, and they just need to think every time. The companies who producing something cheap, they should think every time to find something interesting for the customer, because it's not very high quality thing, and the person just buy it, and he don't buy it one more time, because it's cheap and not quality. So this manufacturer who producing not high quality things, very cheap things, their marketing department and the advertising companies, their founders should think every single time to produce, to find something interesting, and to mix something together, to have a new product for customers, interesting and cheap, and to give it to the supermarkets. So I went to the shops, and I was today on these shops, and I go to these shops to inspiration, to bought something not cheap, but something I don't know the price of it, but I need a carpet to my, because it is very a lot of water, and my carpet just, I don't have carpet yet, so I bought it. So they just need the producers, the manufacturer of cheap things. China manufacturers have a great talent to copy. They have great talent to I forgot the word. They have a great talent to mix something regular with unregular with, and to have a new product and to sell it, of course. I'm talking not about China, but there, of course, they have cheap working force. So, what can I tell to you? Just search the information and know where your company should be on in after 5 years working, after 1 year working, with the main goals of the company. If it is profit, you should work with marketing, you should work with advertising, you should work with the people who will be on the first time. There will be not cheap, of course. They will not be cheap. If if the company, the main idea is profit, and they have their companies in the person who have the possibility to give their profit, if they are very creative, if they are very if they are unstoppable, if they have a force to talk, if they have a force to be brave, if they have extremal, if they have a possibility to have a decision, make a decision. It's to make a decision. It's very hard skill, and it's very complicated for other people. But you should work with it, and you should, if you have some skill, if you look at some person and you think, he has some skill, why is he is so confident? Many people just decided to hate this person because he's not like someone. But the main problem and the main thing that you should think about it, you should have this hard skill. This person has this hard skill and you don't have this hard skill. That's why the simple thing that you can do, you just decide to hate him because you don't have a possibility to work and to have this hard skill. So be brave, be good, be loud. I like this. So people just look in this window. I don't care actually. So have a nice day. Bye.